We are going to talk about where to buy Rhino 3D, and once you have it installed, some basic navigation. To buy it, go to novaedge.com, scroll down a little bit, click on this McNeil link, and you'll see the different licenses that are available. So if you are a student, you can qualify for this student license, which is $138. If you're not a student, you have to buy the full package, which is close to $800, and there's a few different packages available here as well. I'm recording this specifically for my CNC Laser 1 students at Red Rocks Community College. So for you students, you can buy this license. This license is no different than the full, $800,000 license, but because you're a student, you get to have this special pricing. It's only $140. The licenses, they are in perpetuity. So right now we're on Rhino 8. Every year and a half to 2 years, Rhino gets updated. So the last update was in 2024. It went from 7 to 8. So probably in 2026, it'll update to Rhino 9. Now here's what happens. If you were to buy Rhino 8 and then Rhino 9 came out, you could take a look at the incremental benefits that Rhino 9 comes out with and then decide if you want to upgrade. So if I go back one page, you can see the upgrade from any previous version. The upgrade only costs $82, which means if you buy Rhino 8, Rhino 9 comes out and you're like, there are some extra features that are great, but I'm not going to use them. You can skip that. Wait until Rhino 10, Rhino 11, 12 comes out, and then at that point you can go straight from 8 to version 12 for this incremental cost. I'm not sure what it'll be at that point, but it won't be that expensive. So I highly recommend you, if you intend to use Rhino, just buy this license now while you're a student and you qualify for it, and then later on, if you're not a student, you can still buy the incremental cost to upgrade. So one thing you will need to know is that if you add this to the cart and check out, eventually someone from McNeil and Associates will reach out to you via the email you provide. I suggest you provide your student email. They want proof of educational eligibility, and all that means is send them your most recent tuition statement, and they'll check that off. Usually within a couple days to a week, they will get the license key to you. Once you have it downloaded, open it up. You'll get this page that pops up. Go to New, and you'll see there's a ton of different templates here. And later on, I'll show you how to create your own template. For now, let's open up Small Object Inches. Sometimes what happens is when you open this fresh and you click off of here, or your mouse comes off of that middle window, that selection screen disappears. Don't worry, just go to File, New, and then you still get the list of templates here. So I'm going to open up Small Objects Inches. So here is the default view of Rhino. There are a ton of different panels and buttons, text everywhere, a huge menu screen. Don't sweat it. I'm going to walk you through step by step. For the students in my class, we're really just going to use like 1% of Rhino. And I do intend to make additional videos that will showcase more of the capabilities of Rhino, but for now we're really going to work only in the top-down perspective so we don't have to worry about these other views. First thing we want to do is take a look at the top perspective. So double-click that, and that kind of zooms us in just to the top-down view. In this top view, to get back to the fore view, just double-click top again. Now, let's say we accidentally click the wrong view, like let's say we land in perspective view here, and we want to get back. Again, just double-click perspective, and then we can click top. Or if we look at the bottom here, you can see those 4 selections. So we can switch seamlessly from the 4 views. Now, let's talk about moving around in this view, because right now I'm staring right at the origin. It's the center of the screen. If I use my mouse wheel to pull back, it zooms out. To push forward, it zooms in, right? If your mouse doesn't have a mouse wheel, you can also hold Control and then right click, and you move the mouse up and down while holding Control and holding right click. Then you zoom back and forth. I don't know how useful that was to watch. So that's zoom. Let's talk about panning now. Without holding control, I can just click and hold on the right mouse button, and then that pans the view around. Okay, so if I wanted to zoom out, and let's say I had an object here and then an object here, right? I can zoom out and then hover my mouse over the bottom left object and zoom in, and then use my mouse to pan. Now to get over to the other side, I can pan all the way over, right click and drag, or if I was here, I can just zoom out, put my mouse over the other object, zoom in, which is a quicker way to navigate around those two objects. Let's zoom back into the origin here. When we select small object inches, what happens is these darker grid lines here, that represents 1 inch. And these lighter grid lines here, that represents a 1/4 inch. So here if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes from this corner to this corner, that's 5 inches. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 1.5 inches, right? So this is an easy way to navigate and determine what size you're drawing to, which is why you want to work with small object inches, especially for art purposes on a CNC laser. That's it for this video. The next video, I'm going to talk about object control. So we're going to actually be drawing some things and manipulating them.